Interestingly, my nickname in high school was Miss Bitch. Just recently, a Facebook memory came up, and me and some of my high school friends, I could see the thread, and one of my friends was like, Dia was always the bitch, right? And back then, it was just a joke that we had, and I don't think their intent was ever any ill will. But I think about who I was then. And so when I was called that, or when I was associated with that term at that time, I knew that was a very miserable version of myself.
I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to be. This ain't made for the weak.
You know what? I would honestly say to people that I was once that, in the negative way. And if we will all be true to ourselves, I think we were all once that. We all became that. We all lived that at some point of our lives. And that's because being a B word is being somebody who's stink, who's nasty, who's mean, who's cruel, who has no empathy, who have no compassion. I think that's what a B is. And so I know what it is to be that.
So when I got to high school, I was definitely biggety, right? And biggety was the word that best described me, and people called me all the time. I was a little chubster growing up, and I was teased and picked on and bullied a little bit in primary school for being the chubster of the, everybody was like wafer thin. And I was like, the only one with a little bit of meat on her bones. So it was tough. And I lost my puppy fat when I was about in the 5th or 6th grade. And I changed schools for high school. So by the time as I got to high school, I was like, oh no, I'm tough now. I'm gonna get you before you get me.
It's sad that, if a man was to do it, me and my husband have this all the time. Sometimes I have a staff meeting and they don't even look at me. He walk in and don't even say morning. Okay, boss. It's just something about being a man and the presence of a man. They respect it more. So as a woman, you always have to do more. And I guess sometimes people believe, because you are nice, you're a nice person, but they get that confused with everything. They think that you're a nice, dumb person. And so they try you. And then when they try you, when you check them, you so biggety, you so bossy, you so this, you're that. But that comes to the territory. I don't even care no more. Before that used to upset me, but I don't even care no more. It is what it is. Call me what you want,
Bossy was a title that I grew accustomed to. In fact, I loved it. I loved the title because it seemed to garnish me respect. And so as I was younger, I felt that when somebody called me bossy, I would smile. It just did something to my ego. It boosted my ego, and so I loved it.
All my life I've been called bossy, biggety, that's nothing new. Being short, but round. And if you ever see me walk somewhere, I walk, like some people say, with a level of power, or like I own the place. I don't think that's anything that I have ever shunned away from. It is what it is. I am who I am. I'm not going to cut or curate or try to shape myself any differently.
When you become assertive and when you know what you want and when you are able to express yourself in a certain way, you're bossy because you know what you want and you know how you want it done. And so bossy comes along with that. And sometimes I say, I'm not bossy, I am the boss. My friends affectionately call me boujee. And I am unapologetically boujee. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, right? They think that you're boujee because you're well-spoken, you like, the finer things, and you're well, sometimes even if you're just well-presented, it's automatically, oh, she's so boujee. But what's wrong with that?
If boujee means handling things with grace, if boujee means speaking properly, if boujee means dressing well, if boujee means speaking eloquently, boujee means handling your anointing gracefully, then I am boujee.
We were at a wedding. It was a colleague's wedding, and me and another senior attorney in my firm, who me and her are very good friends. We sat with the younger attorneys at the wedding, at the reception. And one of the younger attorneys said to the bride when she got back from honeymoon, Annie is so cool, she's so fun, I thought she was so bougie. And the bride goes, oh no, she is bougie. She's just cool AF. And so that is my claim to fame now. I am bougie, I'm just cool AF.
See, the problem with us is that we get so caught up with labels and names, and that we get bent out of shape when people refer to us as something. So what? The last time I checked, being a bougie woman is not bad. And so I embrace it. I'm glad that you call me bougie.
I think we have to redefine. And I think we also just let women be. Like, this is who we are. No one's trying to put on or be more than they are. We are just who we are. And if that's strong, if that's opinionated, then deal with it.
If I were to choose a B word that I think that I can use and be able to flip, I would say bomb. I would say the bomb because I think most times when I look at women and I look at what they're doing and I look at how they're making noise and how they're making a difference and how they're contributing and how they're helping others, I always like, she's such the bomb. She's a bomb. She's all of that and more. So I love that word. I've replaced it with that because I think that it uplifts women. It helps women to excel, and it just speaks that into the atmosphere to make sure that at the end of the day we are all progressing. And you know, we have so many words that strip women, so why not add some words that's just going to excel women, you know? So I like that, bomb.
My B word of positivity would be bold. And if I could, I'll add a second one, be brave. I think now more than ever, people need to stand 10 toes down in their truth. This is who you are. A lot of times we try to dim our light, or we try to not do too much, be too much. It is what it is. Like, just be bold, be brave, be you in the fullness of what that is, what that looks like, and don't do it afraid, or do it afraid. However you have to do it, but just be brave in doing so and be bold in it.
I'll replace it with bad. I'm bad at what I do. I'm so sorry. I'm a bad bossy, whatever. I'm bad at what I do. I get it done.
My B word is beautiful. You are beautiful as you are, on your own terms, and then you set the standard. Do not let anyone else set the standard for you.